Hey everybody, Doug Judy here. Happy Friday. Hey, we're doing a fan meeting right now, and I can see there are 20 people online, right? But there's only like 5 buses or 6 buses, maybe more started by now. But the problem with that is as your CEO, level goes up and your girls get more powerful and all that, whatever, you start to fill up the buses faster, right? And so the same number of players that could fill up a bus will actually go down, right? So you could fill up a bus with 5 players instead of filling it up with 10 because your fan cap's higher, yeah? So you need more buses, right? As you get, as your group gets more advanced, right? Not less buses, right? So the concept, and everyone's like, okay, yeah, I want to have my biggest people up front, right? Because they hit the hardest, and I want to have, the next row after that, and so on and so forth. And the people that certainly are in the front row need to be leading rallies, yeah? But there's another concept that I want to point out here, which is reducing the queue time, all right? So when I look right here, I can see Leo right there has, the bus is filling up fast, but it's still 1:53 to get, for that bus that's going to start, right? What I really want by having as many rallies going as possible, yeah, I want to have like the strongest players and always try to join those buses, but those buses are going to fill up pretty fast, right? So how do you get it to where you get more rallies in, right? How do you make it, instead of like barely pushing 60 rallies, how do you get it to where you have 70 rallies? Yeah. Because even if you have weaker players that are doing those rallies, you get more of them in, you're gonna do better. Yeah. So how do you do that? Well, everybody has to start a rally, and when you pick a rally bus, you pick the one with the shortest queue time, and you see the queue time right there. That's a brand new bus, so that one's going to be in the upper. The time is in the upper right. But as I scroll down here, I might be able to find some. Boom, there we go. That person, that's a really short queue time, and there's still space in it. Yeah. So you want to try and find those. No, it's already filled up. But that's the idea. Is you want to find the strongest bus with the shortest queue time. And that's going to allow you to have more rallies. Now, this particular fan meeting is totally going to blow chunks because we just didn't have enough people leading rallies. But it's mostly the concept that I want to instill in everybody, right? Imagine this. Imagine that you had enough people starting rallies to where you could just join a bus at any point that was already marching or already reaching the front. You would have so many rallies, right? You would have so many rallies that your damage would be like off the charts, right? So that's the approach that I'm hoping we can take here. Is yeah, sure, you get the strongest ones as much as you can, but mostly, it's a combination of that and reducing the queue time. Okay. This particular character, he's pushing like 700 million at this point. In terms of total damage, but or points or whatever, but I would like to get it over 1 billion. Yeah. And to do that, you just got to do more rallies. So, all right, DJ, have a good Friday and good weekend, y'all. Peace.